Welcome to the Fermented Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Anna, and on this channel I'm sharing our journey of learning how to turn our home into a homestead. Today we have a couple of kind of more normal things going on around the house today, around the homestead today, and the first one is probably my least favorite chore ever. Maybe something else will come up in the future, but so far this one takes the cake. That is cleaning out these guys. Sorry, it's so loud in there. I can't even. So we're gonna clean up after these guys. We're gonna clean out their brooder system, and probably within the next week, I'm guessing within the next week, we need to find a place for them that's not in the brooder anymore. They're very, very quickly outgrowing their brooder, especially the bigger yellow ones. Some of you might remember from days of yore when we had something come and dig up, sorry for the shaky angle here, you might remember from days of yore something coming by and digging up all of our pepper plants at our old place to get the eggs. I'm done planting with eggs. I'm done. Something is coming along just to dig up my eggs. You can see here. This one was also thrown out, and I replanted it just now. So I'm done. I don't care how nutrient rich it is for the plants. I'm done. There's something that's coming along, a raccoon, a possum, who knows, and they're just going straight for the eggs, and I'm sick of it. I'm done. So just now I was also checking out, without going inside because I'm a big baby, I was checking out these little barn areas. There's something, I think they had goats in here if I'm not mistaken, and this is definitely an old, like a bird housing of sorts. I think it was for guineas, but so right around this area is probably where we'll put the ducks for short term. Either that or right here. There's all these hoops with doors. It's like two cattle panels. It's basically a cattle panel greenhouse covered in chicken wire. This is a super tick area, so I don't want to come over here too much. But they just need to be cleaned out and fixed up. So this might be where I'll put them and let them do the work. Clean it out a little bit, but yeah. Another option is this spot right here. You can see the garden's right here. Storm shelter house. Right here is another option. This is obviously what they did use as a chicken coop area. It's really bizarre. I'm not entirely sure what they did with it. I think they might have had several groups of animals or birds, and they just wanted to keep them separated. I'm guessing this is some kind of a door, I don't know. It's strange. There's like 4 coops inside here, but I think Robert and I are gonna pull this all apart and just get this whole area out of here. Probably turn it into a garden, because I'm sure if they had animals in here, it's probably quite nutrient dense. So we'll see what we end up doing, but this is also another option. And they're also, we're gonna pull out the houses, but or pull out the coops, but we're gonna repurpose them. They're gonna be used. I've been super busy this morning. Once we cleaned out all the duck stuff, and I came inside, and I have just been lining all of these with shelf liner to make it easier to clean in the future. It's not my choice of color. It's just what Walmart had enough of, but it's cute, but you know, it just is what it is. And so I made sure to bring it up in most places, up against the wall, so things can't kind of get tucked in there. And basically the idea of this is just that it's going to be a lot easier to clean if little little creepy crawly thing should happen to get in here, whether it be furry or 8-legged. It's basically just gonna make it a lot easier to clean in here. So I'm super excited, and now it's just time to start filling it up. Right now is not necessarily gonna be how it's gonna be set up forever, but I'm excited to be able to get some stuff out of the way from in there, and so that we can actually start to feel at home and not have stuff be everywhere. So I'm pumped. Side note, as things do change in the future, to the best of my ability, I'll make sure to bring you guys along for it, because I'm showing you all the process of setting up my homestead. And that does not just end in the beginning. One other thing to note, I have set out some sticky traps just to make sure. I set out 4 sticky traps. One of them got taken away with the shelf liner because it got stuck in it, and one of them has eaten one of my socks. Trying to get the sock off of there, I just gave up. I was like, forget this. maybe I'll go back and get this sock. But so nothing. I baited it with peanut butter, which from everything that I've heard is the best thing to bait mice with. And nothing came overnight. I don't see any evidence of it in here at all. So hopefully maybe we've gotten rid of it, at least for now. Fingers crossed. I've kind of reached the end with what I can do as far as organizing the appliance pantry. I don't know what you want to call it, the kitchen pantry. But because a lot of the boxes that I came across have to be washed, and we're just waiting for the dishwasher to run. Some of the bigger stuff I'm just going to wash by hand, but a lot of the smaller stuff, like, I'm just going to wash. There was some funky bugs in them, and I may as well wash them. So that's what I'm going to do with those, and then I'll just bring you back in a couple days. I'll kind of show you how things ended up getting organized. So, but for now, it is nighttime with these cute little kittens, and we are going to go ahead. Let me show you here real quick. Okay, so I showed you guys the other day, and I don't know how well it came across on the camera before, but you can see these things are basically just dead, and there's a lot of them. Like, they turned, like the leaves and everything seem fine. This one's even created a fruit after we saw it, after I planted it. But let me see here. We got 1, 2, 3, Oreo. Get out of there. 4, 5. Borderline, but we'll call it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we need to go ahead and transplant those, but if you guys know what is the cause of that, I've never had that happen before. I'm sure it's got to be some kind of a soil deficiency. I didn't really amend this soil very well, so I'll probably look it up, but and hopefully I'll have the answer by the time this vlog actually goes out. But if not, I would really love to know what your opinion is on that one. What does your experience tell you? Is there something that's in the ground? Did maybe the soil that I got was contaminated? I know that's been going around, but it's not, there's no leaf curl or any of that kind of stuff, so I don't think it's an herbicide. It's just, it's super weird. I don't know what to make of it. Another thing that we need to go ahead and transplant, we need to replace, are these 2 cucumbers. There are no more. They are no more at all. Is that a squash bug? That's a squash bug, isn't it? Oh, you little brat. I'm gonna go get some soapy water. I'll be right back. So, I'm not entirely sure how many squash bugs I pulled off. I think it was like 7 or 8 at least. They're so little. And there were 2 leaves that had a stash of eggs. And I don't want to squish them, so I put them in there. I got all the tomatoes planted, and now I just need to add in some of the squash plants. Whew, they weren't kidding about the squash bugs around here. Tell you what, and the Japanese beetles. Oh my gosh. Like, for real. It's just tons of them. And so if you guys have a way of kind of helping, like, because they're not afraid of the marigolds. They're all up in the marigolds, Japanese beetles. They're all up in the marigolds. Is there anything that repels Japanese beetles? Is there anything that repels squash bugs, like natural wise? I would love to get some tips, especially from people who deal with it a lot, because I've never dealt with it. I now understand why I was used to get people commenting on my videos. What do you do about this? What do you do about that? And I was like, I've never dealt with it. Oh my gosh, just gonna water all of these in, plant the cucumbers that I have over here, check on the other gardens, and then of course keeping all of the laundry, the dishes going and stuff. If you guys are new around here, I like to do all kinds of videos on canning, freezing, dehydrating, fermenting, and we just recently moved from Washington down to Missouri, where we are setting up our homestead, and that seems to be kind of the overwhelming trend of the videos that we're putting out lately. Hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, let me know. If you're not, let me know all of the things. That would be fantastic. If all of that sounds interesting to you, check out this link right here. This is the subscription button. This is what gets you all the fun, and it keeps you updated on everything that I'm doing. Up here is a video Mr. Google Pants thinks that you're going to enjoy. This is my last Missouri homesteading vlog, and then up here is my Missouri homesteading vlog playlist. Make sure you check that one out. You can find out everything we've been doing up until now and everything that's coming in the future. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.